Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syahida binti Arif.
My name is Siti Nurlaila binti Muhammad Zahri.
And my name is Syamilawani binti Muhammad Azam.
Today we will present you our second project, computer security, the whole Echilada. And the domain that we have been given is school, and we choose MyUTM.my is our example domain. So let us continue.
Okay, first of all, I will tell you about a little bit about eSchool. Okay, eSchool is a collection of applications that use web-based software tool that allows school to view, manage, track, and report incident or event that happen in the school. eSchool integrate the internet and computer applications to implement many functions of the school system and enhance communication between the parties. One of the most common features in eSchool is an e-learning that refers to online education of any kind that has integrated online courses, payment service for tuition and hostel fees, student management system, staff management system, and many more. With the presence of eSchool, it can store information more systematically rather than traditional way using papers and forms. Apart from eSchool, can be accessed anywhere and anytime. The management of the school can be easily handled and human error can be reduced greatly. Generally, MyUTM is a portal that centered all services for students and staff in UTM.
So this is example of one-stop student service, MyUTM.my. Okay, as you can see here, this is main menu, the main service of MyUTM.my. Previously, UTM has different websites of e-learning. As you all know, e-learning, course registration, hostel and vehicle reservation, and also student evaluation of teaching, EPPP. But MyUTM has combined all together the services, and the student can only register to MyUTM.my and can have access to all of the services. So as you can see, this is the main page of MyUTM.my after login. So it has news about what happens inside the UTM, academic or regulation, calendar, course registration, all the information regarding the academic stuff, and then the finance, activities, how to get involved in the activity inside UTM, plan activities, event, policies, and all that. And this is services that provided. And about UTM, it says faculty and school, UTM library. About UTM library, as you all know, we have two main libraries, staff directories, community transformation, and this is link, UTM link, the UTM mail, for live account for each student. So we will continue for architectural model of MyUTM. According to Jin Kim, he says that there are two actors, which are the learner or student and the moderator. Each student has their own profile which store their information, while moderator has an access to the student record database in order to retrieve students' information.
Next, we will proceed with security features in MyUTM. First, this system have username and password in order to ensure that only authorized user can access into the system by using a username and password to maintain the data confidentiality. This system also implements security access control to ensure that an authenticated user only able to access to the data they are authorized to and not more than that. Next, the system also implement logging and monitoring. This is for identifying security incidents, policy violations, fraudulent activity, and operational problem. And in order to protect the data logically and physically, we have backup server only in case an unfortunate situation occur to the main server. Next is the issues and control in the MyUTM. The first issues is availability. Availability is to ensure that the system is reliable and works promptly, means that the user can access it through a web browser. The availability of MyUTM are essential by flooding of user accessing the portal, causing the portal are not able to be accessed, and increases the vulnerability of flooding attack such as denial of service. So the control that we implement for this availability is making sure the application is capable of handling high volumes of traffic and that thresholds are in place to handle abnormally high loads. Next issues is authentication. If we notice, we can simply require to enter username and password to log in to the system, and this is easy for someone who have the expertise in computer engineering technique in order to hack someone's accounts. And the issue also, someone who are not expert in computer engineering also can hack into the system by Google it and download a key logging software. So the control that we suggest for this system is it should set the criteria of the password, such as the password should at least have 9 characters and must mix of alphabets with numbers or characters. And next issues is privacy and confidentiality. Privacy means determining what information is collected about them and how it is used. Meanwhile, confidentiality is defined by the British Medical Association as the principle of keeping secure and secret from others. So the issues here is students may forget to log out from the system and by all means reveal their own personal information. So the control, we suggest the system should ensure that this system terminal or PC is left logged out when users are apart from it for a reasonable length of time, or set to log out automatically by default under these circumstances. The next issue is user awareness. As we know, error caused by human is one of the greatest threats to information security, either it is intentionally or unintentionally. So the control is, we suggest that systems should include security awareness training initiatives, websites, helpful hints via email or even posters. And the organization also should include security policy, especially in data management, classification and handling. And the next issues is session management. Session management we can define as a sequence of network HTTP requests and response transactions associated to the same user. And the three famous threats from session management, which are session hijacking, session replay and man in the middle. So the control that we should implement in session management is logout functionality to
So, according to Yang Chen and Wu He, causes of security threats can be categorized into two types, which are from user side and the management side. To the extent of user side, developing ICT application and industry human conduct are vital. Adams and Blanford also have categorized the cause of threats by two reasons: lack of usability of security mechanism used, and security discipline is not user-centered, thus lead to measure security risk. From the Arwi and Fan pointed out that in the domain of online learning, threats are only not come from outsiders but also from the insiders. And Whipple and Ebner also state that almost all institutions have firewalls and antivirus software to protect their campus resource, but they often fail to perform adequate information system security management. Now we will look at the security protection measures. From the user side, protection motivation theory is introduced into the field of information security. This theory states that information is perceived and evaluated and then provides support for user to take actions. And for management side, general deterrence theory is adopted by information system to explain how countermeasures can build impression of individuals in organization regarding the seriousness and sureness of discipline for any abuse of data. For improvement security section, first is authentication. Current authentication is weak, which only require a username and password only. So, advanced authentication techniques such as online signature and verification, so it become more secure. For user awareness among users about the threats and danger about the should be raised. For threat modeling, include threat modeling in the System Development Life Cycle (SDLC) during the implementation. Ensure that the application being developed with security from the start. Give users a greater understanding of the system developed. That's all from us. Thank you.